Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is getting closer, and we've all been wondering when the main trailer will be released online for many to see it. Obviously, the teaser trailer was released theatrical only, so the big first look for much of the audience will be the next main trailer due to be released online. Now, I think it's pretty obvious when that trailer will be coming, and I have ideas on what we might see within that footage. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the trailer release date, a potential 5-minute IMAX prologue, and what we might see in the main trailer. Before I get into it though, if you want to keep up to date on any of my content surrounding Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, then don't forget to support this upload by giving it a like rating and subscribing to the channel. But without further ado, let's dive into the trailer release date for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. So we are getting to that point in time where Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey will be revealing its big main trailer. In July we had the theatrical teaser trailer, which was a great first look at the film, showing haunting visuals of Matt Damon's Odysseus at sea and Jon Bernthal's unknown character speaking to Tom Holland's Telemachus about his father. It was cinematic, eerie and incredibly effective at getting us excited for seeing more from the film. Now, this teaser trailer was a bit different in its release to the Oppenheimer teaser, as that was released online after its theatrical window. So if you didn't catch the Odyssey teaser in theatres, then it's not available online. Meaning that the first real trailer to hit the internet where everyone sees it will be the upcoming main trailer that we expect over the coming months. So coming to that, when will we see the next trailer for The Odyssey? Well, I think collectively, people who followed Nolan's typical trailer pattern for July releases know that around December is when we usually get that next big trailer, alongside a prologue of 5 minutes of footage from the film shown exclusively in IMAX. At this moment, I'm 90% certain that this will all come in front of James Cameron's Avatar Fire and Ash on December the 19th this year. It's the biggest film of the year and it's releasing in IMAX, meaning Nolan and Universal can use the event to show a big look at The Odyssey to a lot more people. Like with Oppenheimer, I think the trailer itself will be online around the same date or a few days before Avatar's release, and like Nolan's previous films, I think the 5-minute IMAX prologue will be shown exclusively in theatres. When it comes to that 5-minute IMAX prologue, my guess would be that this would give us a look at the opening scene, and right now, all signs point to the Siege of Troy being the very start of the movie. So yeah, I think in IMAX screenings of Avatar 3, people will get the 5-minute Troy prologue. And then in regular screenings of Avatar 3, I think you'll see just the new trailer. And that new trailer will also be released online for everyone at the same time. All of this will likely be on December the 19th, so that's when I think we'll see all the new big looks at Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. But when we eventually get that next trailer, what do I think we could see with all of the footage? Well, I think we'll likely get a broader sense of the epic scope of the film, showcasing sweeping landscapes, storm-tossed seas, vast armies, and a hint of the mythical set pieces. Based on what we saw in the theatrical teaser, Nolan is clearly leaning into the grandeur of the source material by Homer and the cinematic technology behind it. It's being shot entirely in IMAX film formats, which promises immersive visuals. Expect shots of ships battling ocean waves and glimpses of the many trials that Odysseus will face, whether it's the Cyclops, Sirens, the witch goddess Circe, or the long road home to Ithaca. I think we'll get some hint of the character moments as well, and primarily the focus on father and son with Matt Damon's Odysseus and Tom Holland's Telemachus. Whether we see a focus on the longing for home, Odysseus' absence, and the effect it's having on the kingdom left behind. The focus on how all this plays out over time can be the effective narrative choice of that next trailer. We may see Odysseus in armour, looking older, battle-scarred, maybe greying, suggesting the years away from home. And on the tonal front, I expect the trailer to be dark, intense, and mythical. The studio has described the film as a mythic action epic shot across the world, and Nolan's trailers typically don't give everything away. They hint at the big concepts set up by the stakes, introduce the key characters, and raise questions rather than answer them. So like the teaser, we might get a lot of voiceover or narration referencing a kingdom without a king or a home lost. Since I mentioned the opening scene potentially being based around the siege of Troy, I think it's also very likely that we see a brief glimpse of the Trojan horse from that battle and the aftermath of that war and the challenges of Odysseus' journey that follows it. It's a way of marketing the high stakes moments but still having those central questions on display too. You'd have to expect that the trailer will probably pepper in a few wow moments or visuals, whether it's the stormy seas, monster silhouettes, or large-scale battles and set pieces. But mixing that with close-ups for emotional weight shot on IMAX 70mm film can be just as effective. It's further likely to end on a cliffhanger moment like Nolan's previous trailers, and maybe we see Odysseus' ship approaching Ithaca, or a gigantic sea creature rising, or him entering the cave of the Cyclops. This was a visual teased in the theatrical teaser, so I could see that moment being one that they might focus on come the end of this one too. In short, I think the trailer should set up the core journey of Odysseus returning home after the war, show glimpses of the mythological dangers he will face, evoke emotional stakes with his family and kingdom, and highlight the scale and spectacle, leaving us wanting much more. It will be exciting to see what that next trailer does give us, but based on what we saw in the teaser, Nolan's track record with his trailers, and what people have been saying about his film, I expect it to be huge in scale and effective in communicating the tone and questions within the storytelling. But that was my video discussing the release date of the next trailer for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey and what we might see. I'm interested to see what we'll get in the next trailer, which again I'm guessing we'll see in front of Avatar Fire and Ash, and I think there's plenty of routes Nolan could go in. The likely one is of course to show off the impressive visuals and scale of the new film, and then save more of the story for a later trailer. But regardless of what we do see, I would expect it to be just as or even more visually impressive than Nolan's previous work. It's going to be interesting to see what updates we get over the next few months, and I guess we'll get a better idea of how Nolan might be approaching his big fantasy epic. But let me know down below in the comment section when you think we'll see that next Odyssey trailer, and if you saw the previous teaser, are you excited for what's in store with Christopher Nolan's latest film? For much more content on Christopher Nolan and his future projects, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.